Hi, my team and I are going to talk about sexual education. We think this topic is really important for everyone to know and to be aware because nowadays the society is more open and is more advanced, and this can bring us bad consequences. So we don't want that for the adolescents. That is the reason of why adolescents and also kids grow with this information. So, so at the age they have sexual contact with a boy or with a girl, they will know how to react and how to protect themselves. Imagine a girl that has sexual contact with a boy at the age of 17, but neither of one of the boy and the girl knew about these consequences can come if they don't have or if they don't take the protections they need to. So maybe she can have some illnesses or some infections in their private zones, so that is why they need to be informed about all of this.
The reproductive system is a collection of internal and external organs in both males and females that work together for the purpose of procreating. How reproductive systems work? The male reproductive system consists of two major parts: the testes, where sperm are produced, and the penis. The penis and urethra belong to both the urinary and reproductive system in males. The testes are carried in an external pouch known as the scrotum, where they normally remain slightly cooler than body temperature to facilitate sperm production. The external structures of the female reproductive system include the clitoris, labia minora, labia majora, and Bartholin's glands. The major internal glands of the female reproductive system include the vagina and uterus, which act as a receptacle for semen, and the ovaries, which produce the female's ova. The vagina is attached to the uterus through the cervix, while the fallopian tubes connect the uterus to the ovaries. In response to hormone changes, one ovum or egg, or more in the case of multiple births, is released and sent down to the fallopian tube during ovulation. If not fertilized, the egg is eliminated during menstruation. Fertilization occurs when a sperm enters for the fallopian tube and burrows into the egg. While the fertilization usually occurs in the oviducts, it can also happen in the uterus itself. The egg then becomes implanted into the lining of the uterus, where it begins the process of embryogenesis, in which the embryo forms, and morphogenesis, in which the fetus begins to take shape. When the fetus is mature enough to survive outside of the womb, the cervix dilates and contractions of the uterus propagate through the birth canal.
Hormones regulate process at the maturation of oocytes, ovulation, and the preparation of the uterus for implantation. These hormones are secreted cyclically and give rise to the stage or phases of the menstrual cycle, which last on average 28 days. It consists of four phases. The first is the menstrual phase, which it is the beginning of menstruation and fertilization is absent. This process lasts from the first day to the fifth day of the menstrual cycle. The second phase is the pre-ovulatory phase. This phase goes from the end of menstruation to ovulation. The third phase is the ovulation. This process happens in the middle of the menstrual cycle between the 13th to the 15th day. And the last phase is the post-ovulatory phase. This is when the menstruation finally ends, when it reaches the 28th day.
The contraception methods are the intrauterine device, the implant, the oral contraceptive pill, the progestin only contraceptive pill, the condoms, the internal condoms, the emergency contraceptive pill, and the permanent contraception is for males is a vasectomy, and for female is a tubal ligation.
Hello, my name is Daniela, and I'm gonna talk about the contraceptive methods and their advantages. So, a woman can get pregnant if a man's sperm reaches one of her eggs. Contraception tries to stop this happening by keeping the eggs and sperm apart, stopping egg production, and stopping the combined sperm and egg attaching to the lining of the womb. Now I'm gonna talk about the advantages of the most common contraceptive methods. So the first one is the birth control pills. The success rate with typical use is 91%, and the advantages are that it's very effective, it makes menstrual periods more regular and lighter, and it decreases menstrual cramps and acne. Now, the male condom has a success rate with typical use of 82%, and the advantages are that it has lower risks of CTIs, the contraception that provides the most protection against sexually transmitted infections, and it is very low cost. The hormonal implants has a success rate with typical use of 99%, and the advantages are that it is a long-term method, very effective, and may cause light or no menstrual periods. The hormone patch has a success rate of typical use of 91%, and the advantages are that it's very effective, it makes menstrual periods more regular and lighter, and decreases menstrual cramps and acne.
Hello, I'm going to talk about the disadvantages of using contraceptives. I'm going to talk about the most popular, that is the birth control. They can have side effects, but most usually they go away after 2 or 3 months. The hormones in the pill can change your level of sexual desire. You may also notice spotting or bleeding between periods, soreness, nausea, or headaches. These side effects, as I said before, they go after 2 or 3 months. And they don't happen to everyone who takes the pill. But there can be some rare but serious risks. Serious problems from taking the birth control pill are very rare. People using birth control that has estrogen, like combination pills, have a slightly higher chance of having a few rare but dangerous problems than people who don't use birth control with hormones.